Hello everyone, welcome back to my third video for AutoCAD 2D tutorial for beginners. In this video, I'm going to teach you three different things. First, I'm going to teach you how to select objects since we have two ways of selecting objects. And second, I'm going to teach you how to draw a circle. And third, I'm going to teach you hopefully how to draw a rectangle. So without wasting time, let's begin. So I'm going to open the same file as my previous video. I already have it saved in my desktop. So let's wait for the software to open. As you see, the drawings are still there from my previous video. So let's begin. So the first objective is about selecting objects. So if you recall from my previous video, I said that when you want to select object, it requires pressing twice. So press once without continuously holding the left click. So just press once and press twice. Press once, press twice. But if you press and hold at the same time, it's not gonna be selecting as what we want. So the shape is not gonna be like a box shaped form or a rectangular shaped form. So just press once and press twice. So in AutoCAD there's two ways of selecting objects. The first way is basically selecting from right to left. As you see, press once, go to the left and press twice, and the color of the box appears to be a light green colored box. And if you go from left to right, press once, as you see, a blue colored box appears. So what's the difference between them? You can note the difference when it comes to selecting, let's say comparing, let's say the polyline, a drawing that is drawn using a polyline option or a drawing that is drawn using the original line option. So as you see, this is a rectangle that I've drawn using the original line option, since not when you press on any side it does not select all the object, but compared to the above one, if you press on any side it's going to select all the shape, all the rectangle. So let's see. So if you want to select from right to left, whereas the light green colored box appears, if you go let's say till this segment. So let's say I want to select, let's say I want to just keep the select box till this segment. So let's see. So if you just press twice, as you see, it's going to select all the polyline. The lines have been selected since the polyline is an object. But on the other hand, with the original rectangle, with the original line option, it selects three sides of it. So it does not select the farther left side of the rectangle. This means that when you're selecting from right to left, it's going to include every segment, even if there's a small piece of a segment within the select box, it's going to select it. So as you can see, so if I do again, as you see, so now if you note, the polyline is going to be selected all of it because it's one object. So it's going to select all of the object, but regarding the rectangular, the rectangle that is drawn with the line option is going to select three sides only, since the upper side and the bottom side and the right side are all having segments included in the select box. So this is the difference when you're selecting from right to left, as that it's going to include every small segment even inside the selecting box. It's going to select everything that is inside the selecting box, even if it's a small segment. So let's try now and select from left to right. As you see, we should have blue colored box. So I'm going to go now from this side, let's say. As you see, so now if I want to just go the same position but on the opposite side, if I just go on here and press, as you see, it just includes the red colored vertical line of the second rectangle, or for the below rectangle. Why is that? The reason is that when you're selecting from left to right, when the blue box appears, it's just going to include all the objects that are fully within the selected box, compared to the selection from right to left, where even a small segment can be selected as well, causes all the line to be selected. So as you see here, the only object that's going to be selected fully is the red colored vertical line of the second, or let's say the bottom rectangle, since the only full side that appears, or that appears inside the blue box, is the red vertical line. So it does not select, let's say, the horizontal line of the second rectangle, the horizontal line of the bottom rectangle for the second rectangle, and does not select the polyline at all. If you want the polyline to be selected only, if you want all the object to be selected, then you have to go through all of it. You have to include all of it inside. As you see, now it selects all of it. But if you go again, let's say I'm going to try from here, as you see, it's going to select only the red vertical line, as that this is the only full segment that is appearing inside the selecting box. It's kind of confusing when AutoCAD provides this option, but if you want to select just for saving time, just select from right to left. I keep doing that. I always select from right to left, and it's more efficient. So this is everything you need to know about selecting. So let's begin with the second objective, which is drawing circle. If you want to draw a circle, you can find the option in the drawing panel, exactly above the drawing word. You can find it here. You can press on it, or you can just type in circle and press enter. So either you can just go and search for it, press on it, or you can just type in the same word, and then the software will enable you to draw whatever you want. So it asks you to specify a center point for a circle, so you can press anywhere you want. So I'm just gonna press here, and as you see, when I move my cursor up or down, there's a small box where the value keeps changing. This is basically the radius of the circle. If you see below in this long white colored, it's a rectangular box, it says specify radius of circle. So you can input now the radius of the circle. So the value keeps increasing along with the cursor. So yes, so let's say I'm going to input a radius of 3 meters, since my AutoCAD is adjusted to the units of meters from my previous video, and then you can press enter. So this is a circle that I formed with a radius of 3 meters. You can also check the properties of this circle. You can just left click, right click, properties. So as you see, the properties appear where you can change the color of the circle. As you see, you can even choose more colors from, which is the last option from here. So you can just press select, and then you can have any colors that you want. So I'll just keep it white as how it is. The thickness is 0. Starting coordinates, let's say the center coordinate, the center point coordinates of this circle. We have the radius. As you remember, I inputted 3. The diameter is the radius times 2, since it is the full length of a circle. We have 6 meters, and it also provides the circumference, which is a 2 pi r, as well as the area. So area, which is pi r squared. So if you input that in your calculator, pi times 3 squared, it will give you 28.27. And as you can see, all the values are set to precision of 2 decimal places. This is all from my previous video. So this is everything you need to know about a circle. So in case you don't want to input a radius, you want to input a diameter, then it's fine, no worries. You can just go on the same place, press again. You can come down, or let's say press anywhere you want. So I'm going to press here. As you see, when you press, it asks you down here, specify radius of circle or diameter. If you press on the diameter, now you can input the diameter of the circle. So as you remember, I've inputted the radius of this circle to be 3, so the diameter is 6. So if I input, let's say 6, we're gonna have the same size of the first circle. Or in case you just don't want to press somewhere and choose the diameter here, you can come to the arrow button here below the circle, press on it, then you can choose center diameter. So AutoCAD enables us to do many options in many different ways. This is very helpful thing from AutoCAD. The other options are not that kind of useful, so I will not be covering them, as that during my university career I have been using only those options and they have been helpful to me. I didn't see any necessity for using other options. So this is all what you need to know about a circle. You can just draw a circle specifying radius, diameter. You can check the properties of the circle, and you can change the color as well. So now let's go to the last objective of this video, which is drawing the rectangle. So if you want to draw a rectangle, you can come to the option here on the top. As you see, we have a rectangle. You can just press on it. It says specify first corner point. So you just need to specify any point. So let's say I'm gonna specify this point. And as you see, as soon as you press on any point, it asks specify other corner points, where it provides two boxes, a white colored box and a gray colored box. Here you can input the length and the width of the rectangle. So the first box where you input is you're going to input the length of the rectangle, and the second box you're going to input the width of the rectangle. If you recall from my previous video, I've inputted, let's say, a length of 5 meters for my rectangle, and I inputted a width of 3 meters for my rectangle's width. So if I want to do, I would do the same. So let's say I'm going to type in, let's say, 5. Do not immediately press enter, press tab. So as you see, now you can input the width. Now the second box gets white colored and selected as well. So you can just type in 3 and press enter. So as you see, now this rectangle has an area of 15 meters squared, similar to the area of the previous rectangle. And as you can see, the sizes are all similar. So if you want to draw a rectangle, you can just go here, press on anywhere. It asks you to input the length and width of the rectangle, so you can just type in anything you want. So let's say this time I'm going to type in 6 meter, and then press tab. I'm going to input, let's say, a width of 4 meters this time. So this is the new rectangle with length of 6 and width of 4 meters. So if you want to view the properties, you can just come here, left click, or if you just don't want to click, then you can just select it. Then you can go to right click, properties. You can change the color as you want. So this is already with a polyline. So whenever you draw a rectangle, it automatically draws it with a polyline. It does not draw it with original line option. So if you want to change the color, it's going to change the color of all the sides, since it's one object. And then you have the thickness. We didn't provide any thickness. So then you have the other values for the properties of this rectangle. We have the area. As remember, I provided length of 6, width of 4, so we have the area of 24 meters squared, and the length given, or the length of this rectangle, is 20 meters. So if you want to be sure of that, we've provided 6 meters down here, and up we provided another 6 meters, so we have 12 meters. Then on the sides we have a 4 and a 4, which is 8, so 12 plus 8 equals to 20 meter. So this is all what you need to know about drawing circles, arcs, and selecting objects. So as you see now, if I want to select from left to right, it will not include anything in it. But if I just go from left to right and include small segments, it's going to select everything. And in case you want to convert this from polyline to original line option, you can just select it, type in explode. Now all the lines are separate from each other. They are no longer a full object, so you can now change the colors of any sides you want. So this is it. This is all what you need to know for today's video. Thank you so much. I hope you understood well. If you have any questions, any comments, please do not hesitate to comment in the comment section below. I would be happy to reply back to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day and stay tuned for my next videos. Thank you so much.